And a motion to adjourn.
No, I have some comments I want to make.
Yep.
Folks, I got some comments. A couple of things I'm concerned about, and don't take any pleasure in making these comments, but I shall do it, because I think we need to do it. We're in the process of looking for a new manager, but we've just lost one of the best town managers we've ever had. She's very knowledgeable, she knows lots about roads, she knows about finances, she's great with personnel, she's a genius at finding really good people to fill positions, and she's leaving unhappily, I'm afraid. She hasn't really said that, but she is. And it's partly because of the way she's been treated, and it's been treated unethically and illegally. And we're wide open and for lawsuits in these cases. And we best know what we're doing and decide as a town what we want to do and what type of town we want to run. So for example, I'll just give you some examples, some of which has been said directly, some has been said in emails, some has been said on the internet. And things have been put on the internet which have no business being there. And for example, at one point, Ms. Jameson asked Ms. Bernard for some information about the school, the Fox School, and Amy sent back a perfectly level-headed comment about the boiler was not running very well and what the school had said, and Janet's response is, that's kind of a snotty reply. This is the kind of thing she's been getting. At another time, Janet, on the internet, on Facebook, you can't talk about, we are the supervisors for the town manager. We can, you may not want to hear this.
Is this appropriate?
Yes.
No.
It's absolutely.
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
Then leave, then why don't you leave if you don't want to hear it, why don't you
Don't
leave?
talk to your fire department employees then about the way they're treating the taxpayers on
Would
their.
Your people are great at saying things, nasty things, but you don't want to hear the truth. And
No,
so,
you're not telling the truth.
I'm quoting directly from what's on the internet.
Your daughter's one of them on there talking, so don't talk to us about it.
Please keep
We didn't
specific,
interrupt.
She said plenty of
Would
negative
you call
stuff
this a
on
meeting to
there.
order?
please keep specific names out of.
No, I can't. I
No, of
can't.
course he can't.
No,
We
no,
don't
because
agree
they,
with you. We do not agree with you.
Water under the bridge anyway.
it is not. It is not, because we have to hire a new town manager. And you think for 1 minute,
Better job.
when it-
Kathy, you and I agree. Yeah, make sure you do a good job this time.
Yeah, do a better
Yeah.
job.
You represent us.
Order.
thank you, a new town manager, we'll be lucky to hire somebody, anybody that with any skills and good qualifications for what we want to pay. And other kind of comments that have been made on the internet, which are illegal.
You're illegal.
She contacted the fire people up in Augusta and then said, put included in her public email, all emails on our website are public, put information about an individual involved which was personal information which had no business being made public, and also went on to say that Chief Frost, instead of providing sufficient support for this person, should pass that he should pass required safety courses, chose to brush the situation under the rug. That's a very serious charge. You cannot make those
You're
kind of...
talking about a secret report now.
No,
Sam.
no, you were talking about...
It's a public email.
This is on...
Public email.
This is on public email, and this is on the internet.
I
I think you need to wait to executive session and not for the public.
And lastly, Chief Madden sent us a long letter, a guy who was here, a high...
Chief Mad's letter.
That's typical of you people, you don't want to hear what you don't want to hear. You want to
We
say
read the
it.
letter.
Say it.
All right, we're going to shut the meeting down. Motion.
If you don't want, anybody doesn't want to hear me, please leave.
Motion to adjourn.
If you don't want to hear me, please leave. No, I'll keep talking. You can adjourn the meeting. I'll keep talking. Chief Madden wrote, it's typical, isn't it? People that are bullies want to put all the nasty stuff on the internet, but they don't want to be, don't hear any criticism.
Quiet.
I'm telling you,
If you are remaining, please.
this is serious. We need to hire a good person to run this town. And anybody coming in here that looks at this kind of thing that's been said is not taking the job, people. This is serious. We got to figure out what kind of town we want to run. So Chief Madden wrote a long letter. Most of you probably read it. I don't know if you thought about it. Some of you didn't like it. but he didn't mention specifics. Let me fill in a couple of, well, I've just filled in a couple of blanks of the things he was referring to. And the mistreatment of our town manager by unethical and illegal posting of criticism of her performance on the internet. You can't do that. That's against the law.
Do we not have the ability to speak out?
Quiet.
And Chief, and if you want to know the tone, what sums up the tone that your town managers have experienced, and this was her letter to Madden. While the assertions are rather jumbled, I'm sure you feel the sentiment. While some of us support you in the face of great criticism, you surely reveal the lowlife that hides behind the clean-cut demeanor and shiny badge. This is on Facebook. What's unbelievable disappointment that you would choose to cause turmoil when you no longer have any skin in the game. On the bright side, this has further galvanized the citizenry. Good riddance. You smell, I'm not just talking about the nasty scent of aftershave you douse yourself in, but maybe that's why you use it, to cover up other scents. That's the kind of selectman comments you want on the internet, folks. Good luck hiring a new person. And so what's come of all this? Well, a year ago, before the previous election for the current board, Amy went to the ladies in the office at Christmas and said, you know, Paris has never had a float in the parade at Christmas time. And they said, well, let's do that. And they got together, they sketched out a plan, they got the materials together, the signs, the furniture, the trailer, and showed up and did all that work after hours on their own. Our office staff did. Then they were here on Saturday for the parade. And then they were here after that on their own, taking the whole thing apart and taking it all down. And this year, when Miss Bernard said, what about doing about a float? What do you think? The reaction was, you gotta be kidding. And so what do we have? So the morale used to be really good, now it's in the dumper, and now we're looking at the employees looking at getting unionized. We're going to be talking to Teamsters negotiators in the future, and it's going to be, the long-lasting damage has been done to this town. You can pretend it didn't happen, but you can't have this going on with the select people. And if that's what you want, then you're facing some serious lawsuits because other people are not going to be as patient and as accepting and willing to just pack up and go away and not make a big stink about it and say, see you in court. That's where we could be right now, frankly, and it's not a pretty picture. So don't just assume that we wished Amy well, and when I do indeed, but she's been a super town manager. We'll tough to do anybody better, and given these conditions, our chances are not good at all.
Are you running, are you gonna run in June, Sam?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
We have a motion to adjourn.
All right.
Thank you. The selectmen's comments were like an hour ago, so.
All right.
Well, that was illegal. Illegal.